For many years now, the Harare Beitbridge Road has been a serious concern for the long-distance travelers who make use of it. In conjunction with the Harare-Chirundu Road, this stretch is part of the North-South Corridor, and it connects South Africa to Zimbabwe and Zambia. The sheer volume of traffic that comes in and out of the Beitbridge border makes it the busiest border post in the region, and it's no wonder that Harare Beitbridge is our nation's most economically significant highway. Despite this road's importance, however, years of neglect have made it one of the most deadly highways in the nation. The road, built about 60 years ago, was only designed to be in use for 20 years, making it 40 years past its expiry date. As a result, the road is characterized by deep potholes, sharp edges, and a narrowness that make it treacherous for drivers who share the roads with buses and huge haulage trucks transporting goods and people from South Africa throughout the region. In recent years, however, Bitumen Construction Services, along with other contractors, have been enlisted by the government to rehabilitate and widen this major road so that drivers can have safe passage and the country can continue to reap the benefits of having such an important highway in the region. Bitumen Construction Services is a civil engineering company which specializes in the construction of roads, airports, and urban infrastructure. It has over 60 years' experience in the construction sector and believes that rebuilding roads rebuilds communities. Ever since Bitumen Construction Services and other local contractors were engaged by the government to begin rehabilitation of some of the nation's major highways, there has been a lot of activity seen on the roads. We decided to drive down to Beitbridge to speak with some of the workers on the project and hear how it's been going.
My name is Francis Tigere. I work for Bitumen Construction Services. This project is very important to the Beitbridge community. There is a lot of small vehicles, the taxis, so there is a lot of congestion. So now that we have finished this dualization project, I think the Beitbridge community is going to benefit a lot. Since the project is at the border, there is a lot of haulage trucks, some coming to Zimbabwe, some going to Zambia, DRC, Malawi, Mozambique. So I think now that the dualization is complete, the nation is going to benefit a lot.
How long do you think the contractors will be able to finish that stretch, Beitbridge to Harare?
According to what I heard, that is from colleagues, newspapers, and so on and so on, I think the Beitbridge Harare Road might be complete around 2022, the one we are working on. I think we are now 95% through.
With the roadworks nearing completion, one of the major perks will be a decrease in the amount of congestion mentioned by engineer Tigere. When driving into Beitbridge, it's hard not to be taken aback by the overwhelming number of trucks waiting to be processed at the border post. Yet we were surprised to find out that before the current roadworks began, the traffic was even worse. We chatted with one of the Beitbridge locals who gave us an understanding of how things had been in the border town up till this point.
Okay, I'm Douglas Moving.
Douglas Moving.
Yes, thank you.
What do you do around here?
I'm a transporter, transporting people from here, engine garage, to surrounding places.
Okay. How long have you worked?
Since 2013.
Since 2013.
Yes.
So you've seen the progress of the roadworks here?
Oh yes, yeah. Before there was too much congestion, at least when you're opening the newly built road, at least there will be much space.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you noticed since the roadworks have started? Has there been benefits? Have there been struggles? Honestly, what has happened?
For now, what I'm seeing is, since there was too much congestion, at least now we are free. There's no more congestion. We are driving our cars nicely. No more congestions, especially going to the border. Yes, with these too many trucks here and buses. Yeah.
If you could estimate, or if you even heard around a ballpark figure, how many trucks and people do you think come through the border every day?
I can't estimate because there are just too many, too many. This is the busiest border in Africa, so just too much.
And the truck drivers, how long do you think it takes for a truck to go through across the border? Because we've noticed that the lines are very
almost a week. You know, especially Mashingo Road, it exceeds the railway crossing. You know, the railway crossing 10-kilometer peg there. Yeah, the queue is exceeding there. Otherwise, up to Lutumba, Growth Point. So, just too much. I don't know the reason there. I really don't know. With their machines at the border. So it's troubling us here in Beitbridge. Sure.
Fortunately, these border processing issues will soon be resolved thanks to some new funding and investments into Zim borders. The border post is currently on track to get some serious upgrades, which will ultimately complement the work being done to improve the Harare Beitbridge highway. Now, besides transportation, another sector truly stands to benefit from these highway improvements. With increased accessibility, our national tourism industry will be able to better take advantage of the attractions along the Harare Beitbridge highway. The road itself is incredibly scenic as there are many points that are flanked by rock formations and luscious green foliage. However, most notably, just off this road lies what's arguably our nation's most important historical site, and that's Great Zimbabwe. We decided to take advantage of our road trip and go see Great Zim, our nation's very own World Heritage Site. And while we were there, we were fortunate to have Alois, a knowledgeable, enthusiastic guide who gave us the tour of the ruins. Thought to have been built in the 11th century, the ruins are considered an architectural marvel. The elaborate stonework not held together by any mortar indicates that our ancestors were skillful builders, despite colonial efforts to disprove that. Owing to the activities of many amateur archaeologists, colonial explorers, and visitors to the site over the years, the ruins have sustained a lot of damage. Despite all that, however, they are still quite magnificent, and they make a truly lasting impression. Apart from witnessing the stunning ruins, visitors to Great Zimbabwe can also experience a simulated version of a traditional Shona village. At the village, people can see the housing setup and aspects of the traditional lifestyle as facilitated by local men and women who come to the site every day to perform and display their wares. It's through the simulated village that they gain a livelihood from visitors buying their crafts and tipping them. Through our trip to the ruins, we experienced firsthand how tourism and travel are inextricably linked. Without safe roads to transport people, amazing sites like Great Zim would not be accessible, and people like the Shona village performers and Alois would lose a stream of income. The completion of the Harare Beitbridge highway is as much of an exciting prospect for them as it is for the travelers who use the road regularly.
So for one want to see or to experience the culture of Zimbabwe or the Zimbabwe per se, yes, to see this place will be very, very easy for him. If you want to go from here to Bulawayo, you want to see Matopos, you want to see Kami, those are cultural sites. We have a good road. It will be ideal for everyone. Then thereafter, we have an increase in GDP, especially from the tourism sector.
If you enjoyed watching our journey to Beitbridge, be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this from around Zimbabwe.